Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Let's go with another great video. This one's Continuum World. I had my eye on this for a little bit over the last couple of weeks just to sort of check it out. But there's been some really good tweets and information coming out on Discord. I thought it was about time to certainly create a video. Now this game, I've certainly, as I said, had my eye on it for a while. It's an open world RPG, mining, resource gathering, with your little umis, fishing, breeding, selling, crafting and trade as it comes there. So the game isn't out yet, it's not coming out to next year, but let's just go through some of the mechanics and the gameplay and also the tokenomics and white paper, just so I can show you what I'm liking about the game itself. Now the first one is you can actually enter your email to join the world. You certainly don't get spammed. I've had my email in there for a couple of weeks now, and you know, certainly haven't had too much hassle, or if anything, I don't even think I've received an email from them as yet. I have actually reached out to the developers as well about creating some YouTube videos, but I haven't heard back, but that doesn't surprise me. So a lot of these games are getting smashed at the moment, so we'll see. I've put it out there, and hopefully we can get some engagement in there, and certainly as the game certainly develops and the tokens released and the early alphas and that, we can certainly create some more gameplay as well. So we go out there sort of exploring. We will have land sales, so you can own your own land. Within your land itself, I believe it's actually an open world land, so it's a case of you own the land, and if people are farming resources off of your land, I don't believe they can actually build on it, but if they're actually farming resources like trees and rocks and so forth, is that they will you will get a percentage of the resources or the worth of those resources. Dropping installations such as plantations for your crops, generators to run your machinery, and fish farms. Isn't that a cute little fish farm? I like it. Is the NFT or the tokens that are associated with the game, and UMIs, UMI, are your characters. That's not going to be half confusing as well. A nice collection of partners as well, but let's just go through the white paper as we go through. So it is a free to play and a play to earn MMO that they're saying. So they are going to have a mechanic where you can join this game as a free to play with the potential to actually earn. So I assume those that are entering on the free to play, as much as there is a potential to earn NFT tokens, the growth to earn those tokens would certainly be smaller. That being said, for those that are always nervous about getting in, or some of these barriers, the barriers of getting into the game is sort of through the roof and it's just far too expensive, this could be a game that would suit you. So you could get in for nothing as long as you've got sort of your setup. In this case, it's going to be on the Polygon network. So set it up so you've got your Polygon network up, or your Matic coin, and therefore you can actually join into the game. The company itself is Playchain Proprietary Limited, based in Singapore. So if we have any problems, I'll go down the road and actually knock on the door. But when you see the team, I don't think the team's based out of Singapore. It's got a bit of a Spanish vibe for myself, but it's certainly a registered Singapore company. That being said, with all the regulations in Singapore around crypto, I don't feel it's going to there's going to be a rug pull on this one. They will hunt them down. The vision. Obviously, we want to break the status quo and allow the players to become our partners who will be rewarded for their contributions in the ecosystem. We want to do that on a large scale by lowering the barriers of entry to a minimum and attracting millions of players that have never used blockchain technology. And I think that's fantastic. As I said, there's an opportunity for people that have never entered blockchain, and this might actually appeal to, let's say, my normal gaming community. Now, you might see behind me my curtain moving. I've got a kitten in the room and it's going ballistic on the green curtain, but we'll see. We might need to edit. We're developing a fun game of farming and an MMO, and it certainly looks cute. So collecting, leveling up your umis, which is your avatars, and going through. All right, have a look at the kitten. There we go. It's just jumped on my lap now. Hello. All right, let's continue. Gameplay itself, some really nice sort of photos, and there's also a little bit of game footage as well, which we showed before. So it's a bit of a colony setup, building, cutting. Don't look like you're building your house, but I think there's opportunities to work as sort of a guild or as a bit of a team to actually sort of collect together and actually maybe sort of harvest and combine resources together. Obviously it looks like you've got different biomes. This is certainly looking like a desert biome rather than let's say a forest biome. You've got the water, such as the fishing. There's probably a jungle or other types of biomes as well. The target and the market augurs are male and females under 35. I may just slip outside that barrier. Guild managers, those that want to accelerate a player's journey. So as we sort of said, people that with a little bit more money buying the land, therefore getting people to come in, giving them the ability to farm off the land, and collectors and investors. The tokenomics we talked about before. Is the token. It's not released yet, but it will be coming soon. So they're actually launching on CD now. Today is actually, I need to look at this, the 25th today. So the coin, the Continuum World, is doing its IGO in 6 days. So basically on the 1st of October is when they're actually going to go. So those that are involved with Seedify, and I do need to get in, I don't actually have that, but this is a great website for finding new NFT games that are launching. So therefore it's a case of, and I'll probably do another video just on Seedify itself. So it's about if you owning some Seedify NFT or tokens. That allows you do a KYC for identification purposes, and then that allows you to buy, I guess, the launch. Now, if we just use an example of Snook Pokeland, it must be some, no, don't have one here that I can certainly see. Well, Forest Nights, okay, Forest Nights, for instance. So for every 1 BSB USD, you're getting 6 nights. So that's working out to be, I think, around about 15 cents. Night is currently sitting at the time of the video at about 48 cents. So you're already making a 5-6 times profit just on buying it from the initial launch, and then selling it if you're not holding on to the actual tokens themselves. But anyway, let's go back to Continuum and the token owners. Technology itself, now when they started to do the actual game itself, they were working on the Ethereum network or the Ethereum chain. However, as most of you know, with the cost of gas and so forth, they're now moving on to the Polygon Matic chain. So as much as it's not released yet, that's what we expect to see the game on the Polygon network, and we'll certainly see that as well. It's fairly easy to set up, and we'll certainly, if we when we continue to do videos and Continuum and other Polygon games, we'll certainly show you how to set up on the Polygon network. Roadmap, alpha version of the website and the video teaser, that's what we've got at the moment. Yumi's NFT drops, there's plenty of drops going on. If you jump into their Discord and their Twitter, you'll certainly see the drops that they've actually got, and the token pre-sale, which is on the Seedify, which actually comes out in 6 days, as we said before. Q4 just around the corner, starting in October. The Umi's NFT creators release. There is no pricing that I certainly see at the moment, but we'll have a look at that. The IDO, so the token then being released on the market, so you can buy and sell the token through PancakeSwap or through wherever they're going to allow the purchase of the actual token. And then an ability before the game is released, taking the that you have purchased and actually staking it back into the company, getting a yield before the game actually launches. Now the game's not expected to launch until Q1 of 2022, so 3-4 months down the track. So it is about, if this interests you, is being part of this investment. If you look at games like Fauna, for instance, they are rewarding people now. So I mean, effectively as of today, they've just whitelisted 9,000 people that were early investors into the Fauna token, that restaked their Wanna tokens for a period of only a month and a half, and they rewarded them by putting them on a whitelist to allow them to be the first 9,000 of 15,000 land sale. So that's certainly a great opportunity to go through. I'm not saying that's what these guys are going to do, but certainly there is an opportunity by the way they're doing airdrops and that to certainly look at how they're going to reward founders and early adopters into the game itself. In Q4 as well, they're also going to do land pre-sales. I don't know if this is going to be 100% of the land. And the marketplaces were open. So the marketplaces were open for those that are going to buy and sell land, minting UMIs, and then selling them in the marketplace. So I don't know if you can change your UMI, or by minting an UMI you get that UMI. I also don't know if your UMIs, when you mint them, come with certain capabilities, whether they're faster or if they've got more stamina, or if they've got higher hit points for, let's say, farming, or they're better for processing. I do not know, but it will be interesting to see what's going to be the main difference between one UMI or another. Is it just going to be purely cosmetic? Game launches in Q1 in a beta phase, and then in Q2 you've got things such as PvE, adventure mode, your bird racing game, and tournaments. You've also got the birdom, which is the bird, and you might have seen it at the end of the video, which is actually for breeding. So that's going to be a separate one, and I think we'll have a look at. Now the birdom itself is also your mount to get around the map a lot quicker. So very last thing that we want to have a look at, I think we got it in here, was a bit about Playchain itself. Now the one thing that also excites me about the game, or has interested me in the game, is this company is already a game developer. So it's not a case of sort of 10 brand new faces that have just gone, oh wow, I want to get into this NFT space, and they're sort of trying, and they're finding some game developers, and they found some blockchain people, and they're trying to put a game together. These people have been game developers, and they're moving into the NFT space. They're also looking at the fact that what they want to do is they want to create an ecosystem where their coin, I'm not saying the coin, but the Playchain coin, if they're looking at going down there, is usable and transferable across their game. So as they introduce more games into the NFT world, you will be able to move from, let's say, one of the Playchain brands to another one a lot easier, and that's what their vision is. Like I said, whether they have a single governance token, such as a Playchain token, and then and other ones as well. They're mainly in the mobile. They're saying they've already been involved in 25 plus games. So we're actually just going to show you a little bit this video. We get. A great little video. So just going through there, as we said, not need to go through each of the individual itself. As we said, the Playchain is registered in Singapore. I think it definitely has a bit of a Spanish vibe to it as well. Looking at the games, Continuing, Crypto Fantasy, Crypto Wars, Shoot Chain, which I haven't followed any of these games, and so therefore I don't know if they're live or if they're not live, but we'll certainly have a look. But once again, I've certainly enjoyed it. I've been certainly watching the game itself. It's certainly something that I'm going to keep on following and keep getting involved with, following the Twitters, following the Discord, see what they've got out, and see how it actually develops itself. So certainly do expect more videos on Continuum. If you'd like to see more videos, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe and that like button and leave any comments. And as there's updates or releases or any special promotions, I will certainly get a quick video up. So thank you very much. I hope you've liked it, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, hooroo.